Hey guys, it's Ash from Swiss Fan. So today is a beautiful day, spring day, and we're going to go do some maintenance on the car. So what we're going to try to do is change the windshield wipers and change the air filter. So I've already ordered the parts on the Tesla website directly from them. They were not that expensive, the price was reasonable. And we're going to have a look at those parts, and then we're going to look at the owner's manual instructions on what to do, and then we'll actually try to do it. All right, so let's have a quick look at the parts. Okay, so here are the parts. So we have the two replacement wipers. So as you can see, one of them is longer than the other one. And then we have here the two air filters that we'll have to install inside the car. So now we're going to look at the instructions for changing the windshield wipers. We'll start with that. And then we'll have to do the replacement for the air filters. The air filters are a little bit more involved because we have to take some panels off the car. But everything should be explained in the owner's manual. So let's go check it out now. Okay, so let's go now into service, owner's manual. And I'm already in it, so I'm under the maintenance section. And in this maintenance section, you have wiper blades and washer jets. And then basically you have a section on how to replace the wiper blades. So basically they say you should do that every year. Make sure you have the proper parts. And then there's a small animation here that shows you how to do it. So it says shift into park and turn off the wipers. So we're into park, and the wipers we'll see afterwards. Then control service, wiper service mode on to move the wipers into the service position. Lift the wiper a short distance away from the windshield, just far enough to access the wiper blade. Wiper blades do not lock into a lifted position. Do not lift wiper arm before its intended position, so then we'll feel that. But place a towel between the wiper arm and windshield to avoid scratching or cracking the windshield. Hold the wiper arm and press the locking tab while sliding the blade down the arm. And align the new wiper and slide it towards the end of the wiper arm to turn wiper service mode off. So we're going to do that now. So we're going to go to service, and down here we have wiper service mode. So I'll try to lift here to see what's going on as I do it. Here we go. All right, so now we have the wipers in our available position to get them out. Okay, so these wipers are not as easy to access. One of them is pretty easy to access, which is the small one, and the big one. So sorry for the camera angle here, but the big one is a little bit further down. I'm not that big, so you see here, this is the button we have to press. So we press that, and then we should be able to pull the wiper. Now, the thing is, it seems that the wiper doesn't go all the way out right away. I'm not sure why. The button makes it easy to access, but then it's kind of stuck. Oh, here we go. So now this windshield wiper is out, and we'll just use some piece of cloth to make sure that the windshield wiper stays in place and it's not scratching anything. So now let's go get the replacement wiper and replace it. Okay, so now I have the new part, which is identical, it seems. And we're going to have to slide this in. So I'll start at the end here. Up. And hopefully my angle is right. So I think there's something you have to slide in here. So up. Yeah, there's like when I took the other one out, I could feel there was like a special guide that I needed to be in, so I can't see it very well. We'll see if we can just wing it into position. Okay, so now, all right, that looks like it's in. Yeah, that looks like it's in. The cable here is moved a little bit. I don't know if that's an issue. And as you can tell, it's pretty dirty.
Are you using one of my gloves?
That was just to protect the window. Okay, let's try the other one. So I'm just gonna press the button here and try to slide it out. So this one gave me more, I tried it before and it gave me some trouble. So we're gonna try to see what's going on, why it's stuck. Yeah, so this one is not coming out like the other one was, which was pretty easy to get out. So, not sure what's going on here. Oh, here we go. Okay. So lifting it does seem like it's important. So now we have the new part and we're just going to put it right into the proper direction. And we just, oops, slide it in, I guess. There we go. Up, and there it's done. So now we have those windshield wipers installed, and we're just going to put them back into service mode, out of service mode, and test them. Okay, let's take them out of service mode. There we go. And now let's test them. So the easiest way to turn on the windshield wipers is just to press the button here. But first I'm going to close the doors because I don't want windshield wiper fluid to come all over the place. So I'll do that quickly. Okay, we're ready for our test. So let's see. All right. Oops, I forgot to get the glove off there. But it seems to be working fine. Nothing scratching the window. And it's clean, so that's good. Okay, so there's nothing in the actual official owner's manual, but there is a support page called Do It Yourself Model 3 that shows you all the different things you can do yourself. And so that's why I saw this. And I think there's also a link from the purchase page for the air filters to explain how to do it. So here you have a lot of things, including power cycling the vehicle, what else? Burnishing the brakes, removing debris, applying WD-40 to door pivot handle, pivot pins and stuff like that. So there's really a lot of stuff. So what we're interested in is the replacing cabin filters part. So we're going to look at that. So yeah, so basically here it shows you how to get access to the thing. And so basically, yeah, you need a tool to get some panels off. So that's what they're showing you. And you take that panel off, and then basically that gives you access to the air filters. So that's what we'll be doing. So they recommend using a trim tool to be sure that you don't damage anything. Okay, so we're gonna start. So first thing we have to do, we have to make sure that we turn off the AC, because we don't want that to be running while we're doing this. And now we need to take off, I don't have the standard, how do you say that, carpets. I have these all-weather mats, which are much better. So we're just gonna take that out. And that should give access to what we need. Okay, so now basically I think we need to remove this panel here, and I can't see anything. So they talk about using a pry tool to do it. So what we'll have to do here is, I don't have the exact pry tools that they use, but I do have an iFixit kit. So what you want mostly is tools that won't scratch. So you want plastic tools. So this is what the iFixit kit tools also do. So hopefully it'll work with that. Okay, let's continue. So I have to pry this thing. So they say from top to bottom. So I'm not sure if I can get in there. So it's this panel here. So my fingers can get in there. So let's see if we can just do it with my fingers. No, won't be able to do that. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger tool, I think, than this. Let me see if I can. Nope. Yeah, I need something bigger than this. Up. But actually, compared to their instructions, I wonder if it's not easier to remove these. Actually, I have one clip that's missing here. I noticed that the first time I untook this part apart. And you can see here there's a light that we'll have to disconnect, and I think there's also a speaker. So yeah, there's something we'll have to do. There's one here. That one came out. Yeah, I think so. And not to break anything. That's the last thing you want. Okay, I got that one out. And this one. You can actually pull with your fingers after once they're out. That way you don't damage anything. Okay, and here, this one. Here will come out like that. All right. Okay, so that one came out all the way. Oops. So I don't know if I need to take the things out. Yeah, I think I do. Okay, so you want to make sure you have the whole clip part up. So as I said, one of them is missing. And this one came out as well. Okay, so now we have 3 clips out. Not sure if there's more. Okay, so as I said, there's one missing here, and I think I took that one's off. That one's off. I think that's all there is. There we go. All right. So now we have to disconnect these. I'm not even sure we actually need to disconnect them, but as you can see, it came off pretty easily. There's this panel here that doesn't come off. Not sure why. And actually, I don't know if you can see it, but at the back over there is the computer. So that's the actual computer. Yeah. Now that we've done this, we should have, so I don't know if we want to Tesla says to disconnect these, but I'm not sure we need to, and I'm not even sure how you get them out. So I don't think we need to remove them. That's just for some room. But now we should have an easier access to this panel so that we can remove it. So yeah, so this is the tricky part. Yeah, here we go. I heard one. I heard one clip go out. This is harder than I thought. Penis. These are harder to pull out than I thought. So the big trick is I need to get underneath this one. Okay, here we go. I heard another one. So I have 2 clips out, I think, now. So I'm just going to try to walk my way. There we go. So if we can get this one. There we go. These are well in, that's for sure. There we go. And I think there's a last one here. There we go. Okay. I have all the clips up here. Now what I need is to get the ones that are up there. Okay, I can feel I've freed everything except all the way back there, I think, is the last one that I need. There we go. Okay. So now this panel should come. Still stuck in some places. Up. So I must have clips lower. Yeah, it has some clips lower. Don't damage anything. So I think we're gonna try. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Man, these clips are hard. I'm not a big expert at car mechanics, so this is sort of a new thing for me. Ugh. Doing this just for my channel. Oh, there we go. Okay, panel's open. All right, so we're almost there now. So you can see the panel here. Looks like I didn't break anything, which is good news. Okay, I was right. I was looking at the wrong cover actually. I thought it was this thing, but it's not. It's actually back here, and I can see the screw right up here. So this screw is really difficult to get at. So we're gonna have to find a way to get a screwdriver up there. So probably gonna need a torque screwdriver. I'm gonna go get that. Okay, so it's a good thing Tesla gave us the dimensions of the screw, because I managed to figure out. So I'm basically using this, and so it's a tight fit, but I did manage to actually connect to the screw and start unscrewing it. So I'm going to try to find an angle to film. So the screw is all the way. Oops. Might be in the way, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to get this done. Oops. So the screw is up there. Now the tricky part will be to make sure we don't lose the screw once we undo it. I had it a few minutes ago. Again, the tricky part is, well, filming makes this, I saw another YouTuber having the same issue. Filming makes this a lot harder than if you were just doing it by yourself. Because I did have it in there, and then I lost it. Okay, so I think I'm in it again. There we go. Okay, it's coming undone. So yeah, I'm having trouble with this. Not the easiest access I've seen. I'm trying to get in another position and still have the camera pointed to it. Up. There we go. I'm in. But the problem is now I almost need a screwdriver mode because there's not enough torsion for this thing to work properly. They recommend using a tiny screwdriver, which is great, but I don't have one smaller than this. So okay. Still in there. Still in there pretty good. Okay, I managed to get the screw completely out. Oops. And now it fell down. But it's right there. Okay. So, yeah, you have to be careful with these cables. As I say, very high voltage power cables. And now you can see here the flap to the air filter. So that's the first one. There should be two in there. And there's one down here. So we need to fold that flap down to be able to pull the air filter out. So I just need to make sure this is out of the way while we pull the air filter out. So having some trouble here. Okay, so this flap needs to be properly down and this needs to come out. There we go. All right, so we have the first air filter coming out. There we go. That's done. So as you can see, they look like this once they come out. So that's one. And now the other one is down here, so we have to lift that one up. Okay, so we're ready to put in the new filters, so we're gonna do that now. So it's a little bit of difficult to work in there, and my battery is almost empty, so I'm not gonna film long, but I think you'll see the process quickly. Okay, so let's do it for the first filter. So basically what you need is to make sure you're properly aligned here, that you have enough room to get it in. So it takes a little bit of wiggling with the different stuff that's around. And then you just insert it in there. And you want to make sure it stays stable before you put it down. And there you go. Now the first one's in. Now let's put in the second one. So you want to make sure that tab is down, up. Make sure you have enough room to work. So that little tab is basically what you have to look out for. There we go. And that's the second filter in. So that was pretty fast.
Second filter already?
Yeah, and now we just need to close this back, the filter cover. So I think I routed it this way.
So you're basically finished?
No.
Oh.
And now, yep, there we go. And now the very tricky part, which I'm not going to record, is the reinserting of the screw. So I'm going to do this off camera. Okay, so that screw is back in. I think it's in tight. I can't move the thing. I've checked that the cables here, that the high power cables are routed properly. And now we just need to put the panels back in and we're done. So, as I said, I didn't use the order that Tesla recommended for the panels. I think it works better if we put the big one back first, from what I've seen on this assembly. So we'll do that first. So let's put the big panel first. So it's here. And so let's check where all the things are, so that we know how to put it back in.
You can do it, Dad.
So now it's up here that it's trickier because the fit is pretty tight, and I remember these yellow cables were in front, so we need to make sure that everything sort of snaps into place. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oops, I have the panel stuck in here. Oops, sorry, the camera fell down. Okay, so now we have to make sure everything's snapped into place. Looks pretty good.
I think something just got detached. I think it's that thing there.
Okay, now all that's left is this panel here.
And after he will be done.
So now we just have to make sure we're not pinching any cables here. And if I remember correctly, this should go in like this.
Looks brand new.
Okay, so there's some clips here. Okay. Oops, fell down again. And I'm getting rid of this light. It's more in my way than anything else.
Fun fact: my dad can see the computer.
Yeah, so basically you see the computer from down here. Actually, that light was useful. Up.
It's kind of cool.
Okay, so what's actually in the way is the camera. Last clip to reinstall because I'm missing one. Up. And there we go. So we have now completed the installation. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick test of the ventilation. So I'm just going to clean my hands. Now, so let's turn this on. We're not going to put it in automatic. We're just going to put it on maximum. Seems to work fine. Yep. So it looks like we've done our job. It's back in automatic and we've done. Okay, that's it. So we managed to change our filters, and if you want to have a look at what the old ones looked like, so they don't look that bad. Actually, I was expecting them to look a lot worse, and they don't smell that bad. So I think it's safe to say that fortunately I did change them on time and stuff. And the big question is, would I do it again? Knowing what I know now. So basically that little screw is really difficult to get at. So I would recommend a tool that makes it easy. So a very short screwdriver or something with an angle that I was using. That would make it a lot easier. So I could do it again without too much difficulty if I have a better tool. So the windshield wipers, one of them was kind of stuck. I don't know why, but finally I managed to change it. The windshield wipers are really pretty easy to do. So definitely something I would recommend doing on your own. So you just save a few bucks. There's a lot of other servicing things that you could do on the car, like the AC, but I would definitely not recommend that you do that yourselves, or like the brake calipers and stuff like that, unless you really know what you're doing. So for that, Tesla does have some service options. I will be looking at those, and I'll let you know what I do about that and how it goes. I hope you like this video. Don't hesitate to put a thumbs up and subscribe to get notified when I release my next video. And leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'm trying to get back on a more regular schedule of doing videos. I know I haven't been regular recently. A lot of it's been going on. All right, thanks guys. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.